first ever jewelry collection. Together, these rings tell the story of what we all dream of. One brilliant love. Jared loved brilliantly.
You ever think Pac-Man gets tired of eating these same little dots? I can get any two toppings on my large pizza for just $10. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, $10 taste maker. Only from Pizza Hut. I think I'm about to out-Pizza the Hut. No one out-Pizza the Hut. Peacock's got WWE Network exclusively. From WrestleMania Live to The Undertaker's Last Ride. Plus fan favorite shows and films you know. That's why you can't not watch.
Say hello to your new favorite show. Yes! Get ready to laugh out loud. You'll be saying, yes, ma'am. She's the boss. New series Thursdays at 10:30 on USA.
A sincere thank you to the entire WWE Universe. Look at this. WWE's YouTube channel has amassed 50 million total video views, the #1 overall most viewed sports channel ahead of the NBA, the NHL, NASCAR, ESPN, Major League Baseball, and the NFL. That is awesome. And how about the timing as we get closer and closer to WrestleMania? And here is a man who is returning to the main event of WrestleMania. Will challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE title at the Showcase of the Immortals. But tonight, can he make sure that Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the Hurt Business, are barred from ringside at WrestleMania? And his opponent, representing the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. And finally, let's not forget how this came about earlier tonight. Bobby Lashley, the almighty WWE champion, was in the middle of the match against Sheamus when Alexander and Benjamin got involved on multiple occasions and called their actions an embarrassment to the champion. And Bobby Lashley wanted to be able to beat Sheamus on his own. He didn't need or want the assistance, seemingly, of Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. That Bobby Lashley berated Alexander and Benjamin, saying, what was that? It was one-on-one, me and Sheamus. I was handling the Celtic Warrior. Bobby Lashley then in a showdown with Drew McIntyre, which has largely led to this matchup. Now, Joe, this is a Alexander and Benjamin on the opportunity to tag in and out. Drew McIntyre obviously at a disadvantage.
Well, obviously, once again, Drew McIntyre puts himself in a high-risk, high-reward situation. But this high-risk situation, both members of the Hurt Business ready to take him on. I'm not too sure this is the wise decision, Tom.
Well, Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre starts it off against Shelton Benjamin, one half of the former Raw Tag Team Champions. But don't think about what McIntyre wins. How good of a situation he has all of a sudden at WrestleMania.
It's a fantastic situation. It's a situation that Drew McIntyre won. A one-on-one encounter with no interference with Bobby Lashley. But once again, this is a dangerous proposition and a very risky.
Oh, man! What a day! Hold on, here's the cover. Hook to the leg. McIntyre can't put away Benjamin. What do you say? Benjamin runs about 240 pounds. Look at how easy McIntyre made that look. On Alexander. Fire up McIntyre. Big mistake, Cedric Alexander. Drew McIntyre does not have to be fired up anymore. Oh, but he is.
Oh, that thunder's roll tide.
And Joe McIntyre picking up right where left off last night against Sheamus and Fastlane in a no-holds-barred match victory. This is the McIntyre who's obviously battered and bruised from last night.
And like you said, this is a battered bruised Drew McIntyre. I mean, let's see how well he fares while he's on defense.
Drew McIntyre again having to deal with the numbers.
I mean, he went through an absolute war last night. Let's not mix words, gentlemen.
As did Sheamus, as we saw moments ago here on Monday Night Raw, but right now it's Drew McIntyre trying to make sure the Hurt Business is his business at WrestleMania. As risky as this is, I believe the reward is worth it. You are going to WrestleMania. You are going back to regain your WWE title. Oh my. What's this? Oh, it's trying to get Benjamin to reach. This was earlier on in the matchup. And look at how Alexander just launched by the former WWE champion. You talk about WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre doesn't want to open up the chance to say, well, I need to win back my title because Cedric Alexander got involved. Or because Shelton Benjamin did something. He wants it all because of his own effort. applied to the side of the face. Drew McIntyre going back to the main event of WrestleMania. Let's not forget what he did last year. Won the WWE title against the Beast, Brock Lesnar, in a matter of minutes. It was the moment that Drew McIntyre won that WWE Championship last year at WrestleMania that he told himself, oh, I want to be there next year with that championship around my waist. McIntyre has that chance. And with the WWE Universe present at Raymond James Stadium, live and in person in Tampa. Next, we're going to watch out. McIntyre into the Claymore. Alexander protecting Benjamin. It's a big opportunity for the former Raw Tag Team Champions to get back in the good graces of the almighty MVP. McIntyre, he's not waiting around. Benjamin. McIntyre for being the aggressor here to spike all into the post. The officials watching Alexander and Bray doing a good job. Despite the numbers being disappointing for McIntyre, he continues to be the aggressor before Alexander and Benjamin. Off the barricade, count on two. Drew McIntyre has not taken a step backward this entire match. Now to a count of 5 tosses Benjamin back inside the ring. But all Drew McIntyre. Remember, a successful performance here just continues to build the confidence for Drew McIntyre. Oh, one less thing to think about at ringside at WrestleMania. An attack made by Alexander. I don't know if McIntyre is aware of the tag. Oh, maybe he was. Now Alexander rushed in and paid for it. Oh, what a chop block to the left knee. McIntyre down into the back of McIntyre outside the ring. This is the position that Drew McIntyre wanted to avoid. What's up, Alexander? Alexander drops McIntyre. Moving a little gingerly. And this 2-on-1 handicap match is turned against the Scottish Warrior.
Remember that high-risk, high-reward situation I was talking about? Well, welcome to the high-risk portion.
Oh! Can McIntyre get back in it and keep the Hurt Business away at WrestleMania? This match goes on.
At Domino's, we're more than just classic hand-tossed pizza for $7.99. We're hearty handmade pan crust, tasty gluten-free crust, foldable Brooklyn-style crust, and crunchy thin crust too. Carry out 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for $7.99 each.
Dogs don't know what's good for them. Like not being able to leave a good stick alone. Hello! Greenies, something better for your dog to chew on.
If you vape nicotine, you could be inhaling toxic metals like nickel, chromium, and lead that can damage your lungs.
2020's been a wild one, and Twisted Tea is saluting everyone who gets wild with it. Like this guy who built a catapult tea launcher to send his buddy some tea. Every time you turn up and do something awesome, you show the world we still got some ralliers. Man, can we rally? Keep it twisted!
Does a physical or mental health condition keep you from working? Do you need help applying for disability benefits? Or have you already been denied disability? Call Disability Help today. Get the Social Security disability benefits you deserve. Get connected with disability representatives nationwide without leaving your home. Social Security disability cases are time sensitive. Don't wait and call the number on your screen now.
The Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max lets you vacuum and wash your floors at the same time. Dry messes, wet messes, even area rugs. It uses clean water, and the Bissell Sanitize formula eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. The brush roll mops, scrubs, and sweeps, while powerful suction pulls the dirty water into a separate tank. It's cordless for cleaning freedom. It even cleans itself.
And when you buy Bissell, you help save parents' pets.
See more at BissellCrosswave.com.
victory.
Oh my goodness, this is mine!
Solidifying the main event on the grandest stage.
Roman Reigns will defend the Universal Championship against Edge at WrestleMania.
What effects will be felt from the Rated R Superstar's shocking actions? And what will it mean for the Universal Championship battle at WrestleMania? Friday Night SmackDown, live this Friday, 8/7 Central, only on Fox.
WrestleMania implications in this 2-on-1 handicap match. And Drew McIntyre beats Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Then these two will be barred from ringside for the WWE title match between Lashley and McIntyre at WrestleMania. There's no pressure on Benjamin and Alexander in a sense that they can muddy the waters with Drew McIntyre and his path to WrestleMania. Another kick to the leg. Oh, what a knee by Benjamin. There's the cover. Shoulders down. McIntyre able to kick out. All right, now Drew McIntyre's been trying to survive.
Best he can. I mean, McIntyre showed that trademark resiliency. I mean, after wrestling Fastlane and this tonight.
Successful last night in Fastlane against Sheamus in a no-holds-barred match, but right now, whoa, trying to weather the storm. Great double-team offense by the Hurricanes. Cover, shoulders down, and then kick out. Alexander and Benjamin, they're trying to get back into the graces of Lashley and MVP, and maybe they could have an effect at WrestleMania if they're victorious tonight. So, yeah, they get to continue to wonder. We've been talking about it all night long. Randy Orton has summoned the Fiend tonight after
look at this.
It's horrifying. The total last night at Fastlane. Plenty of fallout for the final pay-per-view stop on the road to WrestleMania. Still to come here on Monday Night Raw. But right now, dire straits for the former WWE champion Drew McIntyre.
It's just pure balance and aggression.
That is clear for Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. They want to ensure that Drew McIntyre is not making it on WrestleMania. This is the first one. Look at Benjamin all over McIntyre. And the former Raw Tag Team Champions going to run. And Drew McIntyre's got to find a way back on this. The advantage that he would give him going into WrestleMania, knowing Benjamin and Alexander will have to be inside.
That's tremendous piece of mind, knowing that these two games individual about the potentially going to WrestleMania matchup. Once again, is it worth this punishment that he's taking in the ring right now?
Now, WrestleMania implications here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw inside the spectacular WWE Thunderdome. McIntyre's created a little breathing room. So you have to worry about this match is that McIntyre was brutalized last night. McIntyre doesn't win this match here tonight. Then you also have to worry about both Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin at ringside, as well as what kind of physical condition McIntyre's going to be in at WrestleMania. Oh. Now Benjamin. Oh, a kick, and McIntyre is staggered. Glasgow kiss headline. And Benjamin could be out cold. Got one last gasp from Drew McIntyre, though. Watch this. Oh! Good instinct from McIntyre. McIntyre even roll over to try to make the cover. What a night here inside WWE Thunderdome at Tropicana Field. And now McIntyre trying to find a way back in this match to score a victory. This is where you dig down deep. We've seen Drew McIntyre do it so many times. Look at that intensity in the eyes of McIntyre. Oh! Alexander inside out of that clothesline. Good night. McIntyre dug and McIntyre foul. Oh, and so it looked like McIntyre flipped that switch.
Oh, I believe the switch is flipped.
Oh, damn it. Oh, Cedric Alexander outside the ring. His tailbone. And now a future shock DDT. And leaps into the neck breaker on Alexander. Alexander down, Benjamin down, and Drew McIntyre is standing tall. It's all about WrestleMania. Securing his one-on-one match with Bobby Lashley for the WWE title. Benjamin or Alexander at ringside. Claymore to Benjamin. Alexander trying to run interference. Alexander on the move. Uh-oh. this evening. Watch this. As Claymore took care of Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander remained. So watch this. Here it goes back. Turns Cedric Alexander inside out. And Drew McIntyre secures this destiny at WrestleMania. Alexander and Benjamin are barred from ringside at WrestleMania for Bobby Lashley's WWE title defense. Tonight we're still feeling the effects from last night at Fastlane. Tonight Randy Orton's vowed to summon the Fiend, but the situation is very different. Piper will be summoning this Fiend, who is should return last night at Fastlane after being burned alive. Orton summons the Fiend tonight.
What would you do if you were me? I'm the best prophet. I control the world, it's not just great. Are we doing this deal or not? Cross me.
This is going to challenge you in ways you've never challenged before.
This is so hard.
The King of Cooking Competitions is back. And bringing a world of flavor to Portland.
Get inspired by this, because this inspired a world.
All new chefs. All-star judges. Hi, Chef. Set your DVR for the new season of Bravo's Top Chef Portland, only on Bravo.
Better? You need to hurry. You're late. You need to finish, please. Gotta get him changed. Okay.
If someone tried to steal your Butterfinger, call the BFI. No one has a finger on your Butterfinger.
Quitting vaping day 3. 3 days of no vape got me like. You got this.
Text Ditch Vape to 88709.
Quitting vaping day 6.
Yeah, time to text. This is quick.
Text Ditch Vape to 88709. 2020's been a wild one, and Twisted Tea is saluting everyone who gets wild with it. Like this guy who built a catapult tea launcher to send his buddy some tea. Every time you turn up and do something awesome, you show the world we still got some rallies. Man, can we rally? Get it twisted!
How hard is it to catch a crispy, flaky fish? Depends on how patient you are and what pocket you keep $6 in. Arby's fish sandwiches are now 2 for $6 and part of Arby's everyday value. Arby's, we have the meat.
Millions are saying yes to Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand. Allegra works 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, it's non-drowsy. Say yes to Allegra. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D behind the pharmacy counter.
Oh, just one.
Jake from State Farm, that Maya markdown saved me so much on my insurance.
Maya, everyone gets surprisingly great rates with State Farm.
How can I ever repay you?
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you need help finding an apartment?
With Old Spice Clinical, you can say goodbye, musty sweat. Goodbye, more sweat. And goodbye, parents' basement.
The fantastic 2-night WrestleMania event begins 2 weeks from Saturday, streaming live on the WWE Network on the Peacock app. And don't forget, limited combo and single tickets are available, but they will not last long. Do not miss your opportunity to be live and in person at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for WrestleMania.
You guys try to help the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley when he didn't ask for get him. And then in an attempt to make things right, you fight Drew McIntyre with a 2-on-1 advantage, and you still lost. Now as a result of that, you can't even beat him. Since you two couldn't get the job done, I'm gonna go find somebody that will. You guys want an opportunity? Who wants an opportunity? Okay? Any one of you guys that takes Drew McIntyre out before WrestleMania, I will give you that opportunity. Step up, take him out. Any one of you guys have an opportunity to become the WWE champion. But take him out. Actually, basically put a bounty on the head of Drew McIntyre for anyone that takes him out before WrestleMania.
The word now, I'm sure many superstars will take advantage.
This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke ready for tag team action. And tonight, Monday Night Raw is brought to you by CarMax, the way it should be. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke set to take on the women's tag team champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Speaking of the tag team division, we're joined on commentary by Naomi and Lana, of course, no strangers to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
What a good fellas!
Oh, digging those shades, by the way.
Thanks for having us.
Grab some glue for that pseudo shades. How's the tag team division looking to you? What do you guys think of Mandy and Dana?
I think Mandy and Dana are awesome. They're beautiful, they're strong, and they're, yeah.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Reggie. They are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Okay. I've got some tricks. Ladies, what do you make of the presence of Reggie over the corner of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler?
Well, I got some tricks. And he'd be glad if I don't get up and show him some.
Well, he's got some tricks, and he's also had a lot of fun thanks to Nia Jax. Recently on SmackDown, Nia took Reginald on a shopping spree. Take a look.
Ooh, Reggie, I like this one. Let's see how you're moving it. Oh my, I like that. Ooh, the slide. Okay, you're feeling yourself. I like it. Oh, oh my gosh. That is it. Having a mama.
Lana, thoughts?
Well, I can tell you this. I don't like Reginald at all, especially since he interfered in our tag match. But I will say, I feel like he got him dumped more than I have.
Oh!
That's a lot. I know, sorry. Pretty rough.
Pretty much everybody in the ring except Shayna Baszler seems enamored with Reggie. Oh, it's pretty entertaining a moment ago. So here we go. This tag team match is underway. Shayna Baszler tied up with Mandy Rose. Oh, they're starting things off. Reggie out here showing up a lot of Naomi.
I think he's about to have he wants to have a breakdancing competition.
Oh! Let's talk about this team of Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. Hold on, it's a cover by Brooke and a kick out. Obviously earned a victory over you ladies last week, but Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose have continually gotten better and better each and every week here on Raw.
They have. Oh. I have interfered and by Reginald. So, you know, I'm truly fond of him.
Hold on a second. Baszler distracted. Nice distracted because of Reginald. On it's Shayna Baszler. He's not distracted now. Trying to take care of business. Oh! And Mandy Rose backing up Dana. Now tags in Nia Jax. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler who successfully defended the women's tag team titles last night. The opponents Bianca Belair, the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks. Now just keep on coming for Jackson. Baszler. Oh, a little help from Reginald.
to be recognized.
Never just stay in one place.
Why is he always with this? I don't like it. You need to get rid of Wow. What? Wow. He's super agile. And so am I.
Search for so late, middle of the back is boom! Right to the back of the leg.
Why does he get the interview?
Look at Naomi go. That's a good question, Naomi. Right to the face, Lions down. Covered by Moose. Kick out by Jax. Look at those antics there. Here we're going. Tag team champions.
Again.
Tag. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler have had some uncomfortable outings the last couple weeks, despite the fact that they won.
I'm keeping an eye on Shayna Baszler.
And Baszler preventing Mandy Rose from going for more offense.
There you go again.
Imagine over again.
But see, if I get up and do something, I'm wrong.
Very good point.
I don't like it.
Whoa! Mandy Rose went after Reginald. Baszler's had enough of all this. Uh-oh, look out. And now Nia Jax with the Samoan drop on the Dana Brooke. The Women's Tag Team Champions victorious. Through the win, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Shayna and Nia.
We want our rematch. We want our rematch. Because this ain't right. We want our rematch. And I want to keep fresh, but not in that way.
Heidi, the Women's Tag Team Champions. And they mentioned the Women's. Yep.
Randy, I know you wanted me out of your life, but I'm still here. And so is he. But you know what they say, Randy. You can't always get what you want. But tonight, I'd be careful what you wish for.
Rinsing dishes before they go in the dishwasher? Well, new Cascade Platinum has 50% more cleaning power, so you don't have to. Its food-seeking enzymes break down particles so small it can flow right down the drain. Plus, it's powerful enough for the quick wash stuff. New Cascade Platinum with 50% more cleaning power.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here. You'll get a family banquet for $20 with my KFC $20 fill-up. 8 pieces of fried chicken, tasty sides, 4 fluffy biscuits. It's like a home-cooked meal you don't have to cook. Only at KFC.
Reese's eggs are back, and we hit them somewhere you'll never find. Psych! We put them everywhere. Grocery stores and supermarkets, gas stations, chiropractors' offices, bowling alleys, and grocery stores, which we already mentioned. Not sorry, Reese's. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert. You better cook me though. Switch today and see all the ways you can save.
2020's been a wild one, and Twisted Tea is saluting everyone who gets wild with it. Like this guy who built a catapult tea launcher to send his buddy some tea. Every time you turn up and do something awesome, you show the world we still got some rallies. Man, can we rally? Keep it twisted!
I have to find a better card than my tag team last night. Can you help?
Definitely. Your car will dominate his car.
I like your style. Hey, Mace, you can't top this. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, I got that. And home delivery. Looks like our cars are equally awesome. Just like us, bro. Correct!
Presented by CarMax, the way it should be.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40,
Let me guess, less energy, less drive?
definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to everyone. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happen to you guys?
Yeah. So what did you do? We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text BOOST 321-321. This unique fat-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text BOOST 321-321. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. That's BOOST 2321321.
You have come here to date other people.
We have no idea what to expect.
You might have a heart attack.
I am the better man.
I hate seeing him cry.
Temptation Island, new episodes Tuesdays at 10 on USA.
COVID-19 changed our way of life, the way we work, the way we play, the way we live. Right now, COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they'll be available to everyone. Let's get back to our lives and get vaccinated.
Roll up your sleeve and do your part for those you love.
This is our shot.
And we can do this together.
And we are back live here on Monday Night Raw. Elias is set to go in competition against Braun Strowman, flanked by Jackson Ryker and Shane McMahon on the right. Remember, last night at Fastlane, Shane McMahon was scheduled to go one-on-one with Braun Strowman, but earlier in the day here at WWE Thunderdome was warming up for the matchup, and watch what happens here. Shane McMahon, as he's practicing and getting ready for his match with Braun Strowman, well, connected with that knee strike right there, but watch as this one happens. Boom, the knee, and then lands awkwardly on his left leg.
And WWE official Adam Pearce will Shane McMahon unable to compete in that match. And fast forward to the past, and where Elias not, he had broken a deal with Shane McMahon before WrestleMania.
Elias, I'm so sorry. One thing I just wanted to let you know is you're taking my place today. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. Now, Elias had told Shane, I'll really say I can do anything so I can perform at WrestleMania. Well, do anything or just go one-on-one with the monster. And Shane McMahon completely hoodwinked Elias, and Elias would pay the price from a fuming Braun Strowman. And Shane McMahon's injury putting distance between he and Braun Strowman, but there's an angry monster on its way tonight.
Well, a lot of people are upset about what happened last night at Fastlane, or more specifically, what didn't happen. But nobody is more upset than me, because if I didn't have my knee injury, I would have wiped the floor with that peanut brain Braun Strowman. Braun. Now don't worry, that match between Braun and I is going to happen just as soon as my knee is healed up, whatever that may be. But going back to last night, well, again, Elias, I know you didn't have a lot of time, but you didn't exactly get the job done. So I didn't have time to prepare. I thought I was coming. Elias, never interrupt me again. Now, you do have a good point. You didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but you did for today. That's why you're having your rematch with Braun Strowman. We've also prepared a little something special that we wrote together. It's entitled, Braun is Stupid. Sir, if you would, take it away.
There's a man named Braun who's big in size, but his brain is small and he's not too wise. Shane, he struggles with solving 2 + 2. I don't think he can tie his shoe. He lives in a forest filled with stupid trees. Any smart man can clearly see Braun is stupid, so stupid his IQ has been diluted. Braun is stupid, so stupid it ends the cell we've concluded, because Braun is so stupid. punch thrown in the face. Okay, listen, are you serious? I'm sure you guys think you're real funny. Shane, I don't give a damn if you got a peg leg. Nothing's gonna stop the ass whooping that's coming for you. And as for you, Elias, I got a song for you. And I have a feeling you're kind of familiar with it. It's called The Man Who Got These Hands. Oh, there's needed. Braun Strowman gets his hands on Elias. Next.
Kyle wants to reach out to you. Thursday, when I see any of my kids, I still see them as babies.
Well, you look good. At least you can say, Daddy, I got that from you.
Chrisley Knows Best. Season finale, Thursday at 10. Real funny, real families. Thursdays on USA.
It's so good to see you guys. Han, out here.
Are we on yet? I thought we were doing the Zoom thing.
Confused? No. Maybe you just need a Snickers.
That's so intense.
You can do it, Miles.
WWE superstars work out here.
You're awesome.
Wow. Thank you, Miz. I got this, Rose.
Haters can hate. You stay awesome.
You're right. Thanks, Miz.
You completely crushed it today, man.
Wow. Thank you.
You're the most must-see WWE superstar of all time.
Flexing.
Great steel. At Domino's, we're more than just classic hand-tossed pizza for $7.99. We're hearty handmade pan crust, tasty gluten-free crust, foldable Brooklyn-style crust, and crunchy thin crust, too. Carry out 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for $7.99 each.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dalgalac soft chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dalgalac soft chews.
Want to try some of my Mountain Dew Zero Sugar? It is tasty. Just as good as the original without any sugar. But be careful.
2020, it's been a wild one. And Twisted Tea is saluting everyone who gets wild with it. Like this guy who built a catapult tea launcher to send his buddy some tea. Every time you turn up and do something awesome, you show the world we still got some ralliers. Man, can we rally? Keep it twisted!
Look at this, new Kit Kat bins. They taste like Kit Kats and they are thin. Slinky and crispy and they are thin. You can see why we call them Kit Kat bins. And Doug.
Excuse me, man. Did you know that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you will be paid for what you need?
Thank you.
Hey, no. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you date, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music only makes your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
This Hungry for Mania moment is brought to you by Snickers. Maybe you just need a Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
This truly is a dream match. We are going to get to witness the Rock and the Hulk.
Arguably one of the greatest matches in the history of WrestleMania. And one of its co-authors will be a co-host of this year's WrestleMania. Two-time WWE Hall of Famer, the immortal Hulk Hogan, joins Titus O'Neil to host WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday, streaming live on the WWE Network on the Peacock app. These superstars are team groups in the city of Tampa. It's only fitting that the immortal Hulk Hogan and Titus O'Neil are hosting this. With Shane McMahon at ringside with a cause for Braun Strowman looking to decimate Elias in a Fastlane rematch. Did you expect anything less from an irate human being like Braun Strowman? Speaking of mortality, we're about to find out Elias is right now as Braun Strowman is seized. He couldn't get his hands on Shane.
To that point, irate human beings often make mistakes. Braun Strowman has to be careful here.
Braun Strowman didn't make any mistakes last night, so I don't anticipate that happening here against Elias 24 hours later. Shane McMahon was injured while training earlier in the day yesterday before Fastlane. Could not compete against Braun Strowman. Elias took his place. There'd be a WrestleMania opportunity in store. That injury was a blessing in disguise for Shane McMahon. Joe, you talk about the concert that we saw before the break, the song "Braun is Stupid" for Elias and Shane.
Well, I mean, I thought Shane's performance was awesome personally, but I mean, maybe not the best thing to do before Braun Strowman.
Maybe not the best thing to do? How about a crazy thing? How about a stupid thing to do before Braun Strowman comes out here?
Oh, come on. I wanted to wind this guy up, and that's exactly what he did.
But so why wind up a 385-pound monster?
Because a monster who's irate as that angry, that kind of monster is the monster that makes mistakes.
What's the long-term benefit, Joe? What's the long-term benefit for Shane McMahon to have Braun Strowman on your tracks?
You don't understand long-term brilliance, Barry. I couldn't even get this.
Well, you don't understand, right? Braun Strowman stalking here at ringside, keeping an eye on Shane McMahon and Jason Riker. Tosses Elias back in to beat the referee's 10 count. Well, Elias is quite in the middle of this whole thing. Remember, Elias just wanted an opportunity to perform at WrestleMania. Oh, and a knee!
Sometimes it's the price you gotta pay if you want to be at WrestleMania.
And Elias is all over Braun Strowman. No strangers to each other. Remember,
just like I said, an irate beast makes mistakes.
Whoa! Wow! A monstrous drop kick! Oh, and a big right to Riker. Don't see many mistakes, Joe. I see Braun Strowman being sizing up his next form of attack. Uh-oh. Oh, look out!
Beware.
Oh, my God! And Riker hit by the big diesel engine! And it keeps going! Oh, plows through Elias! Get off the tracks while the train's coming through! Shane McMahon is getting a first-hand look. The Strowman Express unleashed tonight! Oh, and Elias trying to protect himself, but Strowman,
you can't protect yourself from a monster like this.
Running power slam. Another message sent to Shane McMahon. You should win. Braun Strowman. The more you keep your fuel on the fire, the Braun's only relief. Oh, Shane McMahon from behind with the clutch. It had no impact on Strowman in the shape of the clutch.
It just made Strowman more angry.
Man, you better hop out of here. Wait a minute. It's running. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
It sure looks like that knee's all right now, Shane. You got no problem running off with your tail tucked between your legs yet again. I've had enough of these games, Shane. I've had enough of chasing you. And I've damn sure had enough of you calling me stupid. I'm gonna end this, Shane. I promise you. So tell me, are you man enough to face me one-on-one? Because, Shane, I want you one-on-one at WrestleMania! It's time to pony up, Golden Boy, what you got? You want this? WrestleMania! Shane McMahon, Braun Strowman, end it all!
Seth, Braun. Any match that you want, I'm gonna win. And you know why? Because you are stupid. There's no way this ends well for Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon just agreed to any match with Strowman once at WrestleMania. Some would say this may not be wise, because after re-emerging from the abyss of hell last night, the Fiend is back, and Randy Orton is going to summon the Fiend next, live.
Welcome to the greatest sports entertainment spectacular of all time. Welcome to WrestleMania, the greatest live event where heroes are created, careers are defined, and legends will be born. Welcome to WrestleMania.
All right, guys, no insurance talk on beach day.
I'm down.
Yes, please.
Don't get me wrong, I love my RV, but insuring it is such a hassle.
Same with my boat. The insurance bills are through the roof.
Be cool.
I wish I could group my insurance stuff. The house, the car, the RV.
Like a cluster. The insurance cluster.
Yeah, I doubt that exists.
Stefano! Stefano, thank you, buddy! Hi, I'm Fred from the rest. Super fun beach day, everybody.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latino artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
You ever think Pac-Man gets tired of eating these same little dots? I can get any two toppings on my large pizza for just $10. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, $10 taste mint. Only from Pizza Hut. I think I'm about to out-pizza the Hut. No one out-pizza the Hut.
A dragon marking? It's an invitation to fight for something known as Mortal Kombat.
The blood is in our hands.
Exact same day. They are. If someone tried to steal your Butterfinger, call me FI. No one lets a finger on your Butterfinger.
Good to see you guys. It's hot out here.
Are we on yet?
I thought we were doing the Zoom thing. Confused?
No.
Maybe you just need a Snickers.
Quitting vaping day 3 days of no vape got me like. You got this.
Text Ditch Vape to 88709.
Queen vaping day 6. Yeah, time to text. This is great.
Text Ditch Vape to 88709.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Croissant crust is flaky layers of buttery bliss. Rising crust is fresh baked deliciousness. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
This is so hard.
The king of cooking competitions is back. There is nowhere to hide. And bringing a world of flavor to Portland.
Sold.
Set your DVR for the new season of Bravo's Top Chef Portland, only on Bravo.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. You know, the tremendous 2-night WrestleMania event begins 2 weeks
match from Saturday, streaming live on the WWE Network on the Peacock app. You can head to peacocktv.com/WWE to sign up now. Here's a look at what's happening on night one on Saturday of WrestleMania. Earlier tonight, Drew McIntyre defeated Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. They are far from ringside as the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley defends his title against Drew McIntyre. And of course, how about the SmackDown Women's Championship? It's the Boss against the EST. Sasha Banks defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. And earlier tonight, The Miz put out a WrestleMania challenge to Bad Bunny. Said WrestleMania is going to become your living nightmare, but Bad Bunny struck back with a guitar and a spine of Miz. It's Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Night one of WrestleMania. Now these matches will take place on night 2 of WrestleMania, which is on Sunday. And how about this? We know Bad Bunny and The Miz, of course, on Saturday. But looking at Sunday, we will see the Universal title on the line as the head of the table, Roman Reigns, will defend against WWE Hall of Famer Edge. And after what happened in Fastlane, plenty more building in that rivalry as we get closer and closer to WrestleMania. And of course, the Universal title is on the line, and the head of the table will stand Edge's pursuit it back to the world title that he had to set aside 10 years ago. What a crowning moment it could be for Edge at WrestleMania. What a crowning moment it could be for a young lady who made her Monday Night Raw debut earlier on tonight and challenged the Empress. It is official. On night 2 of WrestleMania, Asuka will defend her Raw Women's Championship against the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. Meanwhile, can the Legend Killer bring his nightmare to an end tonight?
Who's with us? The Apex Predators, Randy Orton!
No clue on that. No clue why Randy Orton would decide upon it being a good idea to summon the Fiend, but you would imagine Randy Orton has some sort of plan in mind.
Think about what happened last night at Fastlane, Joe. It was supposed to be a match between Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. It was far from anything resembling a match.
Let's be honest here, Randy Orton's dealing with forces far beyond my comprehension and definitely far beyond his control. But how he managed to summon the Fiend tonight, I can't even begin to speculate.
But as we saw earlier on this evening, the Fiend that returned the last night at Fastlane was not the Fiend that many in the WWE Universe have become accustomed to. Byron, it was horrific.
Terrific. Ghastly, almost card-like appearance of the Fiend.
It was hideous.
Randy Orton, he thought he put the Fiend behind him months ago. Thought he could get back to focusing on things elsewhere in his career here in WWE, and still the Fiend and Alexa Bliss haunting the Viper.
Words of Alexa Bliss earlier on tonight. Randy, be careful what you wish for.
It seems like it was just yesterday. It seems like it was just yesterday that I was standing right here after watching The Fiend. After watching The Fiend burn. After I dropped that match, I watched The Fiend burn alive. Apparently, I didn't finish the job because in Fastlane last night, once again, I could smell that smell that gets stuck in your nostrils, that smell of burnt flesh. Now, I don't know exactly what I saw last night, but what I do know is that I saw an abomination. So, tonight, I finished the job. After tonight, there will be no more mind games. After tonight, there will be no more Alexa Bliss. After tonight, there will be no more Fiend. After tonight, bullshit comes to it.
Fiend. What's left of it? It's hideous. The performance of
announce Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Is this going to be the end of Randy Orton?
Jake from State Farm. You couldn't find a stand-in that looked anything like it.
Have you seen mine?
Like looking in a mirror, right?
Now that one makes sense.
Look, guys, I don't even have a stand-in. Of course you do.
Hold on. Is that Drake?
That's right. Drake from State Farm. Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. Stand-ins don't have lines. Oh, okay. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thank you for joining us tonight on Randall Park. With the presidential race kicking into high gear, the candidates are all asking the same question.
In November of 2004. We spent 6 weeks in the city in combat. I was wounded on November 11th, so on Veterans Day. We had 2 killed and 31 wounded.
When we went into battle, the first sergeant said to us, we lost one. It was one of the soldiers that I had mentored, and he looked up to me. I was heartbroken.
The mission that we had was to go 250 miles behind the Iraqi front lines and cut them off. It was a very dangerous mission. We lost eight soldiers.
Sacrifice.
You see the names, but what you see right beside that name is a family. One of the things we say often is that while the soldier enlists, the family serves.
It's real people who have lived real lives, who are no longer with us.
Memorial Day is to remember those who stepped up to do this, who had to lay down their lives.
People want to remember both families and the servicemen and women who didn't make it home. People have died for our freedom.
Be proud of the men and women who serve this country.
he claims momentarily he is going to reveal which champion he will cash in his Money in the Bank contract on. Will it be the WWE champion or the Universal champion? It's a new day. Yes, it is. What a way to kick off Memorial Day Monday Night Raw with the WWE champion.
Got pancake.
Of course, Kofi Kingston, the WWE champion for SmackDown Live, but here tonight on Monday Night Raw as part of the Wild Card Rule.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE champion, Kofi Kingston.
Brock Lesnar's not the only one that Kofi Kingston has to worry about. Let's take you back to SmackDown from this past Tuesday night. He's a hurting man. The advocate for Mr. Money in the Bank. Is Brock here? It looks like the perfect time now.
Kofi won the WWE title and should have been king. You all respect him, and it should be me. Should be Super Showdown. I wanted to meet Kofi for the WWE title. It should be me. Should be me.
Kofi, a proud man, wants to walk out of here tonight.
And Kofi Kingston, the WWE champion, is here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw.
And I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Hey, last week on SmackDown, Kevin Owens took out Big E and re-injured Big E's knee. And then after my match, you saw the footage, I was attacked by Dolph Ziggler. He brutalized me in the ring, outside the ring. Dolph Ziggler tried to end me. But guess what? Dolph Ziggler didn't finish the job because I'm still here and I'm still standing tall. And when the time is right, I will address Dolph Ziggler, but he's not why I'm here tonight. Tonight, I am here for Mr. Money in the Bank. Paul Heyman said that tonight was the night that Brock chooses his opponent. And I consider myself to be not only a fighting champion, but when it's all said and done, I want to be one of the greatest WWE champions of all time. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by beating Brock Lesnar. So, what I want right now is for Brock to come out here and cash in that contract on me here tonight.
Well, this is the Brock Lesnar, but it's the man who slayed the beast, the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Last week, Paul Heyman referred to Brock Lesnar as the purveyor of paranoia. It would seem that the paranoia has permeated the championship scene on both Raw and SmackDown Live.
I respect that both champs are here, though, willing, ready to take on Brock whenever he makes his choice.
Are they really willing and able to take on Brock Lesnar, or are they trying to get the suffering out of the way as quickly as possible?
Hey, Cole. Look, I know I'm not Brock Lesnar. I'm better. But I came out here because I like where your head's at, man. I don't want to wait around either. I don't want to wait around either. I want to find out who Brock's going to cash in right now. So we got the WWE champ out here. We got the Universal champ out here. The only thing we're missing is Brock Lesnar. So let's get out of here, Brock, right now, and make that decision. Let's go, boy.
Careful what you wish for, Rollins. Does is what Brock Lesnar wants to do.
I don't really understand what's happening right now.
It's a beast box, obviously, Renee.
This is egregious.
Lesnar wants to change the soundtrack to Monday Night Raw. He can do that. He's the greatest combat athlete in history.
He's tapping into his creative side, I guess.
When's the last time you saw Lesnar have this much fun?
A smiling Lesnar is still a terrifying Lesnar.
Well, he does hold all the cards, the Money in the Bank contract, which he can cash in on either one of the individuals in the ring whenever he wants. Not so sure much rhythm Lesnar has.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to tell him he's not a good dancer. Brock's like Monday Night Raw's personal DJ. Look at Heyman. Heyman can't control himself.
Their determination will be calling him up real quick.
Lesnar clearly got under the skin of Seth Rollins.
Don't blame Seth. He's looking for a fight. Looking for a decision.
Brock gonna cash in on Kofi?
Isn't it just
just like Seth Rollins to just pee on everybody's parade. My client, Brock Lesnar. Was going to announce right here, right now, against whom he was going to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, but Seth Rollins ruined our Brock party. No, there's no booing Brock Lesnar. All due respect, champ, don't blame us. Blame Seth Rollins.
No decision has been made? Apparently not. Brock Lesnar still holds the contract, and we're still no closer to finding out who he plans to cash in on.
Brock's taking his boombox and going home.
Hey, wait a minute. Dolph Ziggler! It's Dolph Ziggler again! Blindside Kingston. Another ambush!
What the hell?
Attack from behind on the WWE Champion! Oh my God, a zigzag on a steel! For the second time in less than a week, Dolph Ziggler has ambushed the WWE Champion. You heard Ziggler say he believes that this opportunity should be him. He feels he, not Kofi Kingston, should be WWE Champion. While Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston's buddy from New Day, coming out here to help the fallen WWE Champion. Ziggler in retreat.
Look like a treasure girl.
And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston being helped out of the arena after being assaulted moments ago. Whoa! Dolph Ziggler back into the fray, and this time he goes after Xavier Woods, who came to Kofi Kingston's aid before the commercial break.
Who's bringing the fight?
Dolph Ziggler, who appeared last week at SmackDown, ambushing Kofi Kingston, saying he wanted a WWE Championship match, saying this was his time, that his time is now, and Dolph Ziggler is now being taken apart by Xavier Woods. Bringing the fight in defense of his brother Kofi Kingston. Woods and all of New Day have had enough, and now going right after Dolph Ziggler, the same man who said that he should be the WWE Champion. That what happened to Kofi Kingston should have happened to him, Dolph Ziggler. He wants to undo the legacy of Kofi Kingston. And now this vicious, aggressive Ziggler that we saw last week. And the WWE fans trying to rally for Xavier Woods, who's driven into the barricade by Ziggler. There's not going to be Kofi Kingston coming to Woods' aid. We know Big E won't be here. Thanks to the attack from apparently Kevin Owens last Tuesday on SmackDown. Woods is a man without any sort of allies right now.
Woods is doing just fine on his own right now, though.
And Woods trying to fight back in this brawl with Dolph Ziggler. And Woods taking the fight out into the WWE Universe. Ziggler taking down again. Dolph Ziggler, the man who called Kofi Kingston a shame as WWE Champion. We all know that's not true.
Wait for so long, comes back, and just immediately thinking he's in the spotlight.
Incredibly confident. What? It's nothing but complimentary. To who? Dolph explained himself rather clearly. He feels that there was something complimentary about it, Corey. He said it should have been him. He said he wanted to undo the legacy of Kofi Kingston. Dolph Ziggler believes that it should have been him. I mean, who are you to argue that point?
Look at Dolph Ziggler. Oh! A heavyweight champion here. We've also seen him shitting out of time as Kofi Kingston.
And look at Woods now taking a fight to Dolph Ziggler out amongst the WWE fans. Ziggler claimed he was done with WWE, that he had left the company, but then he let the notoriety that Kofi Kingston received get Bounce face first off the steel ring stairs.
Looked like he was about to teach Dolph Ziggler a lesson, but now the tables have turned.
Oh, no. We saw what Ziggler did to Kofi last week with his steel chair. Could Woods be moments away from the same thing? He tried to destroy Kingston with the chair and now takes it to Woods. Buckling Woods right across the spine. I don't know about anybody else, but I am impressed with Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler made some claims, he's backing them up.
By attacking somebody from behind?
You're impressed. You do what you have to do. Be impressed with Dolph if he actually beats Kofi for the WWE title at Super Showdown. Be impressed with him then. This will not be good. Not with this heinous assault. Doing the same thing that he did to Kofi Kingston last week on SmackDown. Oh, not this. Dolph tried to end Kofi's career with the same move last week. Oh, and here comes Kofi. Kofi Kingston out with a chair in hand. And Dolph Ziggler retreats. And we are back on Monday Night Raw. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, both victims of ambushes, sneak attacks by Dolph Ziggler here tonight. Ziggler, the man who challenges the WWE Champion Kofi Kingston a week from Friday at Super Showdown, and there he is.
You know, Kofi, I thought I knew you. I thought I did. But you've been wasting all your time on Brock Lesnar cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. When you should have been worrying about me. Because in 11 days, at Super Showdown, you defend that WWE title against me. And I just ask that you do one thing. I don't ask for much, Kofi. I need you to do one thing for me. Celebrate like you've never celebrated before, Kofi, for the next 11 days. Show the world what you accomplished as WWE Champion, because you are the best WWE Champion that I can remember. But every time I see that WWE title and you, Kofi, it reminds me that it should have been me. Kofi, I admire you. I admire you, Kofi. I really do. Since day one, you've had two men, two friends to watch your back every step of the way. And when some people said you were nothing but a B-plus player, I called them liars. I defended you because I know how good you are. I know how damn good you are for that title. But what happens, Kofi? What happens when you don't have that title? More specifically, what happens when I take that WWE title from you? The millions of fans that looked up to you since day one for what you do, those millions of fans. What happens to them when I take that WWE title from you? Now, it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. It did. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to, because at WrestleMania, that should have been me. But at Super Showdown, it will be me.
Kofi Kingston certainly have to deal with a depraved Dolph Ziggler at Super Showdown for the WWE Championship. He's got Dolph Ziggler at Super Showdown, and of course the Beast Brock Lesnar always looming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight on Monday Night Raw, the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Iconics, will get over the Payback. They take on the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross tonight. Now, AJ Styles was originally supposed to be a part of this fatal four-way elimination matchup, but due to injury, he's been replaced by Baron Corbin. One of these four men will face the Universal Champion at Super Showdown. Will the champion be Seth Rollins, or could it be Brock Lesnar? We hope to start getting some answers later on tonight.
Today marks the beginning of a new era. You see, in this industry, just like in life, everything evolves. And what you see in this ring before you is the greatest example of evolution you will ever see. But evolution always continues, and you have to look to the future. And I look to you, Randy Orton. The business is in his blood. The man has every gift that a man can be given. You are looking at greatness when you see Randy Orton. Raw genetic talent. Randy Orton is one. I'm the man that's going to carry this company. Randy Orton is the coal that will be squeezed into the next diamond.
The youngest world champion in history.
You understand what being the world heavyweight champion means? Orton made a choice. The choice was to take my world heavyweight championship. The man who was my mentor turned on me in a fit of jealous rage. That night, Triple H ruined my life. So I made a vow to ruin his. Randy Orton will make thunders RKO. Randy Orton is the new WWE champion. Triple H, you need to remember exactly who you're dealing with. Orton wins. Orton's the WWE champion. I had to take everything away from Triple H that he cared about. Then get Triple H handcuffed to the top rope. This right here has been a long time coming. This is personal. You're just a scared little boy in a man's world, aren't you? I'm never gonna walk away, Randy. The age of Orton won't just be dead. It'll be like it never even existed.
Two all-time greats two legends with an incredibly rich history with one another will clash yet again. The King Triple H, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, 1 week from Friday, live at Super Showdown on the WWE Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew McIntyre and the best in the world, Shane McMahon!
You know, the McMahon family and the Samoan dynasty has gone on for generations. Long before there was a Shane McMahon or a Roman Reigns. See, these two pillars of the WWE community have all gone down to one thing. They've all circled around the issue of respect. Respect was ingrained in me ever since I was a little boy. However, and unfortunately, it was not for one Roman Reigns, because how on earth could you explain how Roman Reigns could strike down the patriarch of the WWE, my father, the benevolent Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Again, what type of human being can strike down another man's father? The answer is Roman Reigns, obviously. And look who Roman is representing. I mean, you go way back to the High Chief Peter Maivia. Go search your history books on that name I just got out there. Perhaps you may know this name. His grandson, The Rock. How about Yokozuna? The Head Shrinkers and the Usos, and the list goes on and on. But two specific individuals that perhaps were the most vicious of all time and feared were known as the Wild Samoans. Alpha and Roman Reigns' father, Sika. You see, I grew up knowing Alpha and Sika very well, and perhaps I know them actually even better than Roman Reigns does himself, because I have always had a front row seat to watch all of their accomplishments and, of course, all of their mistakes. Now I'm not out here to use this platform. I'm going to take a page out of my father's book, and I'm not going to disparage the Wild Samoans, because you know what? That's just not in me. It's just not in me. It's not part of my DNA. Because my father was always there to clean up Alpha and Sika's mistakes. So as it gets down to one specific thing, I am here representing the McMahon family, and I am ready to fight. The question is, who from the Samoan dynasty is going to walk down that aisle and face me in the ring? Because that person is up next, and he's taking on the best in the world.
Oh my God, who's it gonna be?
One of the Usos?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Make its way to the ring. Let's Hawaii!
That's not Hawaii. This is one of Roman Reigns' cousins, widely regarded as one of the next breakout stars of the Samoan dynasty. I mean, he's relatively inexperienced compared to Roman, but certainly got some credentials in the ring. It's going to be quite a task for Shane McMahon.
Well, Shane with a rare in-ring appearance here in action on Monday Night Raw. Of course, his insurance policy, Drew McIntyre, at ringside. Shane will face Roman and McIntyre already getting involved before the bell even rang. And McIntyre now driving out of way into the barricade, and now into the apron, and again McIntyre destroying this young man. Oh, Lance gets prepared for Drew McIntyre. All right, really, that's enough. I mean, come on, Drew. This is getting a little carried away here. Drew. I think. Oh my gosh, Drew. I mean, seriously, you're getting late. Oh! Wow. Okay, getting a little carried away here. Okay? Let's just chill. Let's relax. Let's relax a little bit. You know what? You should. Oh boy. And that's gonna leave a mark. That's gonna leave a mark. You know what? Oh, let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Yeah, I want to put Roman in. Okay? This is uncalled for. Drew, you and I can talk about this later. It's uncalled for. Okay? All right. You know what? Since while I'm here, though, we might as well ring the bell.
Oh, now we're going to have a match? Yeah, we are. And, Shane, truer words were never spoken. That was indeed uncalled for. McIntyre just decimated Lance on Wyatt. Yeah, the assault on Roman Reigns' cousin, and now Shane McMahon looking to pick this young man apart. Kicks from Shane. Shane, of course, who meets Roman Reigns a week from Friday at Super Showdown.
Come on, Shane knew what he was doing this entire time. He knew Drew McIntyre was going to attack Lance. This is insane.
Why do you think
He just wanted to soften up Lance before he could get his hands on him.
Why do you think Shane bought Drew McIntyre, bought his services? For moments like this. And now
this dirty work.
And Hawaii trying to battle out of the corner, and Shane McMahon with the body shots, and now the knees, and now the beatdown continues. It's practically defenseless, understandably so. Just destroyed on the outside by the Scottish psychopath. Now
Shane just keeps landing in.
Best in the world just teeing off. Can't even hold his hands up to defend himself. Now trying to fight back. And Shane may be stunned a bit. And look at that! Shane right on the nose! Beautiful drop kick. Shane McMahon could be in trouble here. And how embarrassing would this be for Shane? Maybe not. Elbow caught him in the jaw. Lance might be out. Now Shane McMahon with his vicious cross faces. Now the triangle submission locked in, and Shane McMahon has made great use of this move and forces the tap out.
Here's your winner by submission, the best in the world, Shane McMahon!
Dare you hit me like that? Give him one. Hit him one. Hit him once. Hustle. Oh! You know what?
What the hell?
That's it. You disgust me. That's it. Tap out. You remind me of Sika. If Sika was here right now, that's exactly what I'd be doing to him. I'd be knocking it from one side to the other. When it gets down to it, that's right. That's right. Scream. When it gets down to it, the biggest mistake Sika ever made was spawning Roman Reigns.
And ladies and gentlemen, the big dog is hurt enough. And Drew McIntyre headed out of the ring to meet Roman Reigns. Oh, now you're breaking stride. Superman punch! Disdain in the eyes of the big dog.
Drew down, Shane better run.
Uh-oh, Shane trying to retreat, but Roman Reigns able to catch Shane McMahon. He landed an elbow, but not this time. Superman punch, down goes Shane. The rest of the world is reeling. The big dog ready to attack.
Shane's gonna get exactly what he deserves from Roman Reigns.
And Drew McIntyre saving Shane McMahon from disaster. Obviously, why McIntyre's around would be the insurance policy to want Shane back. Roman coming to the end of his cousin, and more importantly, not tonight, Roman. Now, in Shane McMahon, you just made this personal, heading into Super Showdown a week from Friday. Family sacred to Roman Reigns. Shane McMahon just crossed the line he might not have wanted to cross. Watch this! Roman Reigns with a massive Superman punch to Drew McIntyre. Roman would also follow up with boom! Going right to the jaw, Shane McMahon. If it weren't for the Scottish psychopath, things could have gotten a lot worse for the best in the world. And Shane and Drew hightailing it. Still with the Beast Box. Brock was way too relaxed to compete right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I am the advocate for Mr. Money in the Bank 2019, Brock Lesnar. At my client's request, I have had a referee come out to the ring because the time has come for my client, Brock Lesnar, to inform one champion which champion Brock Lesnar will be cashing in the Money in the Bank contract. The time!
The Beast Slayer is back again. While Seth Rollins was frustrated earlier tonight, been embarrassed over the past couple of weeks, and the Universal Champion who beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to win his title does not want to wait.
Brock Lesnar's just been toying with Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston ever since he won Money in the Bank before Seth won cancer.
Cool, calm, and collected, the architect Seth Rollins generally is. It appears that Lesnar is deep under the skin of the Universal Champion.
Let me explain something to you. You see this right here? This is my life, Lesnar. Yeah, I see that. Shut your mouth. This is my life. This is what I work for every single day, what I sacrifice for every single day. And you come out here and you make a mockery out of it. And not because you walk out here with your stupid little beatbox. No. You make a mockery out of it because you are a joke. Yeah, that's not the joke. You're the joke, and I'm not afraid of you. I stomped your head in the mat at WrestleMania, and I can do it again right here, right now. Yeah. You used to be the most feared man in combat sports history, and look at you, you're a coward, hiding behind Paul Heyman, the shell of what you used to be. You want a chance to prove me wrong, Lesnar? There's your chance. There's your chance, Lesnar. Cash it in! Cash it in! Cash it in! Cash it in!
Mr. Cone, page 8, paragraph 27, section B. The parties mutually agreed the winner of the 2019 Money in the Bank contract in his sole discretion. That's Brock Lesnar. It's the time and the place to challenge for either the WWE or the Universal Heavyweight Championship. The affirmation challenge shall take place at any time with no notice to either champion on or by the expiration of this agreement 1 year after the 2019 Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Therefore, before May 19, 2020, said challenger, Brock Lesnar.
Screw you.
Apparently, Brock Lesnar wasn't fully aware of the terms of the Money in the Bank contract, but we could have a beast in the bank for a full year. And the frustration just continues to build for Seth Rollins because, to your point, Corey, this means Brock Lesnar hangs on to his contract. He still has the surprise in his favor. He controls all the cards.
This is a frustration for the entire WWE Universe. We've heard before Brock Lesnar felt this entire industry hostage.
It's frustration for Seth Rollins, and that's exactly what Brock Lesnar wants, the purveyor of paranoia. Not only for Seth Rollins, but what about the WWE Champion Kofi Kingston? I mean, he could be in Brock Lesnar's sights as well. And again, Seth Rollins continues to be frustrated over this entire situation. What on earth? R-Truth is the 24/7 champion. Superstars are in pursuit. Remember, that's the title that R-Truth has to defend anytime, any place. And here's the cover. There's a referee in tow, and Eric Young almost won the title. You're a purveyor of paranoia in championship form. It's the 24/7 title. R-Truth has done anything and everything. Boy, losing it. Drake Maverick just went splat. And Drake Maverick has been chasing R-Truth the better part of the past week. And R-Truth doing everything he can to avoid the competition. R-Truth, who has successfully held on to the title for a full week now, trying to make it out of the arena here in Kansas City. So again, 24/7 rules in place for R-Truth.
Oh my God.
R-Truth is a marked man with literally no time to eat, no time to sleep, no time to rest.
I love that title, the 24/7 title, anything goes.
Well,
it's amazing.
And also still to come tonight, we have a fatal four-way elimination match where we're going to determine who's next in line for a Universal Championship opportunity at Super Showdown. Of course, Brock Lesnar could change that all around, but nonetheless, AJ Styles is supposed to be in that match. Standing by, our own Charlie Caruso with AJ Styles.
AJ, you were supposed to compete in the Fatal 4-Way match tonight, but it looks like due to injury, you're no longer able to compete and have since been replaced by Baron Corbin. What happened to you?
Baron Corbin, okay.
Well, at Money in the Bank, I'm popping my load. And I'm not taking anything away from Seth Rollins. He beat me fair and square right in the middle of the ring. Now, I don't want to lie to you and tell you that I'm okay, that I'm ready to go, but that's just not the truth. I wanted to compete tonight. I wanted to face Bobby Lashley, The Miz, even Braun Strowman. I wanted another opportunity at the Universal Championship. That's not going to happen, at least not tonight.
How long do you expect to be out for?
Well, some more tests have to be run before we figure out the diagnosis completely. And according to the doctor, I'm not sure.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get up slowly. Get out of here! Slowly. Back live on Monday Night Raw, there are the Women's Tag Team Champions, the iconic Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, taking on the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross in tag team action. And this guy stems back to a 6-woman tag team matchup last week where the Iconics believe they were embarrassed. They don't believe they were embarrassed, Cole. They said they were embarrassed, so they want to right the wrong. That's what Peyton and Billie are all about. Top-tier competition. They want to be fighting tag team champions.
Going up against women like Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch, so might be biting off a little more than they can chew.
I disagree with you. We're talking about tag team action here. This is chemistry. There is not another tag team in the women's division with better chemistry than Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
That was a double swing and miss, my friend.
It has nothing to do with team chemistry, Renee. Pay attention to what I'm talking about. Peyton Royce is now the legal woman against Nikki Cross. What do you know about Nikki, Renee?
I know that Nikki is definitely finding her footing a lot better here on Monday Night Raw, looking for friends. We've seen her kind of have a little bit of a relationship with Alexa Bliss. Now teaming up with somebody like Becky Lynch, I can see the confidence starting to build in Nikki Cross.
Cross, incredibly talented, somewhat of a utility player here in recent weeks on Monday Night Raw. Stepped in for Alexa Bliss, competed on her behalf at the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I think he certainly has a bright future.
I talked to Nikki Cross earlier today. She said the Iconics are a lot like the girls that picked on her in high school, a lot like those mean girls that would just bully her throughout school.
Now, outside headlock, breaking the waistlock by Becky Lynch. Of course, the Raw Women's Champion has been in a mood the past couple of weeks.
Extra bad move. This is a place where she actually got punched by Nia Jax, bringing back some memories of that day.
Becky Lynch back a couple of weeks ago, Money in the Bank pay-per-view event, beat Lacey Evans to retain her Raw Women's Championship, but Lacey Evans with a right hand interfering in Becky's match with Charlotte, where Becky would go on to lose the SmackDown Women's title because of Lacey Evans. Roll up by Nikki, shoulders down, kick out.
All these things you're mentioning are exactly why Becky Lynch is unable to be an effective tag team partner tonight for Nikki Cross. The man has so much on her plate. She realized what the target was on her back, and she lost one of her coveted belts.
Becky Lynch has had a lot on her plate for a good year, Braves.
And look at Nikki trying to break this hold by Peyton Roy's tenacity of Nikki Cross.
When during that last year have you seen Becky Lynch succeed in tag team competition, right? She doesn't. She's a singles competitor because all she focuses on is herself.
Well, they won last week in a tag team match, Becky Lynch and Alexa. Oh, a nice takedown by Peyton Royce. And now mocking the Raw Women's Champion. Of course, the Iconics, the current Women's Tag Team Champion. So proud to be holding the gold.
It's about time they put those titles on the line.
Takedown by Nikki.
Luckily, it's not decide today. The Iconics will decide what platform is most iconic for their defense.
Hey, can you imagine if Becky and Nikki pick up the win here tonight? It would put that team in the running for a future tag team title opportunity.
Give Becky 2 belts again.
And here is Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, rather unorthodox style for those of you who have followed Nikki's career.
Wild woman.
You guys are putting the cart before the horse. Becky Lynch is going to be busy. She's got a lot going on. She's got to worry about
You know about her schedule.
I work here too, Renee. Another great takedown by Nikki. Nikki tenacious in the ring.
She's definitely a hard one to read. I can't even imagine for these girls stepping in the ring. Nikki Cross are really knowing what to expect.
Renee, let me ask you a question. Does the name Lacey Evans ring a bell?
Yeah, I've heard of her.
You heard of her. I have a feeling you're going to be hearing a lot more from her when she knocks off Becky Lynch and takes her second title.
Nikki on the apron. Look at the look in Nikki's eyes. Iconics take it out. Nikki on fire live on Raw.
This is what the Iconics do so well. Everything is just so seamless. They're the best friends basically all of their lives. Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross, I think they come out and cater for the times, but that's about it.
Still got a victory last week.
Exactly.
I mean, that counts.
Yeah, but you're also not counting for the 6 competitors, the 5th and 6th, and the different dynamics.
Well, there isn't. Lacey Evans walked out. Alexa Bliss got the match. Alexa Bliss was the moral compass of that matchup. And here comes Becky Lynch.
Her contribution should not be discounted.
The Raw Women's Champion for the second rope. Down goes Peyton.
Down goes Billy.
And Becky's all fired up. The Irish last kicker. The man with a kick to the midsection of Peyton. And there's the Bexploder by Becky Lynch.
Tag team wrestling in me, Graham.
No, it looks like a one person doing all the work. The man. Becky with a running forearm. Catches Peyton in the corner. And now Becky hammering away on Peyton Royce. Oh, Becky so fired up, still irate after what happened at Money in the Bank. The WWE fans, there's the leg drop by Becky. Cover. Billie Kay gonna break things up.
Face first goes Lynch.
There goes Nikki Cross.
Get Nikki. Oh, big boot by Billie Kay. Now looking for the double team. The Iconics face first goes Becky off the knee. Cover by Peyton Royce to pin the Raw Women's Champion and kick out. Peyton can't believe it. She thought she had the match won. Oh, look at the disarmer. Looking for the disarmer. Nikki takes down Billy. Pull up by Peyton. Kick out by Becky. And Becky Lynch planting Peyton Royce. Becky telling us earlier that's the man handle slam.
Let's talk about the ladies. This is what's got Becky Lynch all fired up. The sassy Southern Belle. Lacey Evans took Lynch to the limit.
And that cost Lynch the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Did it all with dignity, grace, and class.
Mixing it up with Becky Lynch tonight. Once again, Raw Women's Champion.
Mind games continue from Lacey Evans. Maybe like the man might have a woman's right in her very near future.
Still to come later tonight, the latest edition of the Firefly Funhouse. Meanwhile, matchup underway here live on Monday Night Raw. Fatal four-way. Lashley, Corbin going right after Strowman. Miz involved as well. The winner will get a shot at the Universal Championship a week from Friday at Super Showdown. Remember, fatal four-way rules. If you pin or submit your opponent, that person's eliminated. It is elimination rules. Face first goes Miz. All right.
All four of these men so laser focused on that future opportunity at the Universal Championship.
Two men who will clash. Super Showdown.
We get a little preview.
The Monster and the Almighty. Lashley and Strowman.
Look at that Godzilla commercial we just watched with human beings in the ring.
And look at Lashley. The quickness of Bobby Lashley. Not only is he powerful, but deceptively quick.
I put my money on Braun Strowman right now. I mean, this man is focused like no other, like a brick wall.
Look at the agility of Lashley.
Oh,
look at
cut!
The power of Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Oh, wow! Of Lashley as well.
Bobby Lashley able to pry Strowman's hand off him only for a moment. Here comes Corbin. Not surprised to see at least a temporary alliance between Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley, given the history and what they've done to Strowman in the past together.
Smart move to try to take out who's perhaps one of the biggest issues in this fatal four-way.
Perhaps. I mean, literally, he is the biggest issue.
Corbin and Lashley team together as a...
Oh, did you hear that?
Last week here on Monday Night Raw, Strowman is driven shoulder first into the steel post.
I think this would be best served to throw hands with Baron Corbin, but...
Don't sleep on the Miz. He's wily. He's always got something up his sleeve. And right now, I mean, Miz, this is the Miz that the superstars are relating to. The WWE Universe want to see. Miz is firing in all cylinders.
Miz, of course, the smallest of the four men in this matchup, but hoping to be the craftiest and pull off some sort of victory here tonight.
He's certainly going to have to be crafty because he has no chance in the power game with these three other competitors. But right now, the yes kicks.
The fact that he is laying in these yes kicks on Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin, both men just down at the mercy of the Miz.
Yeah, but Miz has never been the... Uh-oh, look at Lashley. And Miz is going to pay for this. Oh! Corbin planting Miz. Cover. Hook with a leg. And Miz thought he was going to be the first eliminated in this match.
Is that due to the ego of the first man to be eliminated?
Corbin and Lashley again. Working as a team. Had a long history together. Right, though it's every man for himself. But under the unique rules of elimination style, you can work together as a team. At least to eliminate the first two competitors if you want.
Braun better step up his game right now. Help the Miz out.
Why would Braun want to help the Miz out? Braun wants Miz to be eliminated.
To maybe have a little help when he's up against Bobby Lashley and Baron
Corbin. Cover by Lashley. Kick out by Miz.
That's ridiculous. It's every man for himself. Braun Strowman should be just as excited to see what's happening to the Miz right now as anybody in this matchup. That's one less person that Braun would have to worry about.
One person that could have his back against Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin.
Trust me, Braun's not looking to save anybody not named Braun Strowman.
And look at Lashley driving Strowman's spine first to the barricade. And Bobby now driving Strowman to the other side. The last time we've seen Braun Strowman handled like that.
I'm about to ask you the same question. That's that otherworldly power possessed by the Almighty.
And again,
Lashley may break Strowman in half tonight.
And Corbin may do the same for Miz, but Miz trying to fight out of it. headbutt. Miz is feisty, you'll give him that. 8-time Intercontinental Champion, former WWE Champion, and now the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Sharp right hand to the temple from Lashley to Miz.
Meanwhile, Corbin outside the ring will go after Braun Strowman and keep Braun Strowman down and out in this match.
Strowman's liable to be broken in half by the time we get to Super Showdown.
Been great strategy by Lashley and Corbin thus far.
Miz still has some fight in him, though.
Not much, though. Miz is teetering quite precariously on the top rope.
This could be it for Miz.
This alliance of Corbin and Lashley working very, very well together for the moment to eliminate a common threat in the Miz. This will certainly do just that.
A double team, Strowman back into the ring.
No way!
Hogan Strowman, oh man! Taking out just about everybody. Cover now on Lashley. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Bobby at 2.
Massive size of Braun Strowman. He essentially covered 2 competitors at one time after executing this display of power. Strowman driving Lashley, Corbin, and Miz all the way down like a car crash mid-ring.
Braun just waiting to make the biggest impact.
Strowman looks like he's favoring his shoulder here. Could still be feeling the effects of running into the ring post. Or being driven into the ring post, I should say, courtesy of Lashley and Corbin.
Double drop kick!
Can you believe that?
The height that Braun Strowman just got the size of this man.
This was a proud concrete sledge to the heart of Corbin.
Very wise, so focused.
Yeah, but Strowman's the only man standing in the ring. He's to focus on eliminating opponents.
I think that's exactly what's about to happen. Sizing him up. Picking up speed.
Oh my God! What a collision!
Lashley just intercepted Braun Strowman.
Now Miz goes right after Lashley. Braun Strowman just smashed. Oh, Miz! Almost driven through the barrier.
Great deal of power in the tandem of Corbin and Lashley. Strowman is certainly feeling the effects of this duo.
There's no honor among these. I mean, look at these two.
This isn't about honor. This is about an opportunity at the Universal Championship.
The monster has been brought to his knees.
Lashley and Corbin are going to turn on each other. Mark my words.
Yet to have an elimination in this fatal 4-way elimination matchup. Oh, dang! Strowman crushed on the stage. Baron Corbin just toying with Miz. Went to unleash the right hand. Miz now fighting out of the corner. Look at Miz go.
Some mind games from the Miz.
And Corbin driving Miz chest first into that turnbuckle.
I don't know when punching someone in the face is considered a mind game, but
he was playing possum in the corner.
Look at Lashley now.
Up and over. Uh-oh, Miz rolls him up.
They have him here. Kick out at 2.
Corbin full head of steam to the outside. Crash and burn. But the Almighty there to stop the Miz's rally.
And Bobby Lashley. Look at the power of Lashley. Vertical suplex to the Miz. Incredible power by the Almighty.
Armed.
Bicep pose and the suplex delivered. Cover on Miz. First elimination of the night. Now Miz stays alive.
Bobby Lashley hoisting Miz up in the air and letting all the blood rush to the head of Miz before driving him down with a suplex. Nearly eliminated Miz.
And look at Lashley continuing. Remember, no disqualifications in a fatal 4-way match. And Lashley just punishing Miz here. Remember, the winner of this match will get a Universal Championship opportunity a week from Friday at Super Showdown.
Lashley just too powerful, thwarting everything that Miz has attempted. Uh-oh, Miz escapes out the back door. Boot up just in time. Lashley stunned for the moment, but Miz again, able to block.
Fighting back.
Heavy rights from Lashley. And look at Miz go. Unloading on Lashley.
I don't know if it's smart trying to go blow for blow with Lashley, but he's working right now for Miz.
Look at Miz go. You got to give him a ton of credit. Miz knees to Lashley in the corner. Again. And a third time. But can Miz somehow put Lashley away?
What?
Maybe not. Oh, and Corbin got caught. Miz launching himself, lands on his feet. Baron Corbin beats him down. Deep six. Is it enough to send Miz back to the locker room? Here's the cover. Kick out by Miz.
How is Miz still in it?
You gotta give Miz a ton of credit. Lashley and Corbin have been working as a team throughout this entire match thus far.
It's been at war.
Braun Strowman back up on the apron. The monster back on his feet, back into the ring.
Strowman had 7 minutes to recover. Like the monster's ready to go again.
This is time wisely.
Strowman like a runaway train.
Oh my God.
Corbin's down. Lashley down. That's the monster.
But again, Strowman is all on his own inside the ring. You need to get your opponents inside to eliminate them.
Alright, now he's gonna go for the weak one here in the middle.
Oh my God.
A smart move by Strowman. They don't run with it.
I agree.
Every man for himself. Miz was just in the crossfire. Oh my God. Corbin as well.
Strowman doubled up on Baron.
Welcome home,
Look at
Corbin.
Lashley. Bobby Lashley. Incredible.
Freakish athleticism.
He leaped up on the apron and then he took out Strowman. And now Braun Strowman, the power of Strowman.
Lashley able to escape the clutches of the monster.
And Lashley driven out into the WWE Universe.
Strowman just sidestepped Lashley's own momentum.
And Strowman's going out after him. Braun Strowman's going out after Lashley.
Hey, so what's to come? It's Super Showdown between these two superstars.
There's a Universal title opportunity at hand right now.
Well, Strowman and Lashley. Bitterness between these two men. Long-standing rivalry. And Strowman and Lashley fighting throughout the WWE Universe.
Strowman's so focused on destroying Lashley, I believe in the heat of the moment he didn't realize the situation.
What a right by Strowman. Lashley's down.
Strowman promised that Lashley would get these hands.
And meanwhile, Miz is still in the ring.
Uh-oh,
Baron Corbin as well.
Corbin can capitalize. This could be a
Come on, Miz!
He capitalized as well. Shoulders down on Corbin. Kick out. Uh-oh, Baron Corbin. Miz from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down again. Can Miz steal one here? Corbin kicks out at 2.
And respect to the Miz tonight.
I agree with you, Renee. This has been a hell of a performance by the Miz. Miz in the corner, double knees yet again. Full momentum by the Miz. Corbin! Corbin! End of days! Yes! Corbin with the cover! Pins Miz!
Here is your winner, and the man who will face Seth Rollins at the Super Showdown for the Universal Championship, Baron Corbin!
So I guess, Corey, to your point, Strowman and Lashley took themselves out of the equation when they fought out of the arena and never came back, and Corbin capitalized.
Way, but Baron Corbin took advantage of it, and Baron Corbin earned this opportunity.
Did you enjoy my little secret? I knew you would. I like to call it Fiend. Don't you worry. He's here to protect us. The truth is, people say what we do, horrible things. Sometimes I find it hard to find my confidence. Sometimes I find it hard to be brave. Especially when I'm all alone. But when I do this, I can be anything I want to be.
What are you talking about? You just don't want to see how much of a sicko you are.
I'm not a sicko, Abby. You know that.
What are you, a doctor now?
The diagnosis is in. Just as I suspected, Abby the Witch, you're a bully.
Why won't you let me rest?
I'll never let you rest. Never.
I can't stand it. I don't want to be stuck in this limbo anymore.
Yowie wowie. Did someone say limbo? Now remember, my fireflies, I will always light the way. And all you have to do is... let me in.
We're really glad that you're our man, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Notwithstanding Kofi Kingston's physical condition from the attack by Dolph Ziggler earlier tonight, this match is still on for tomorrow night on SmackDown Live. Kofi Kingston against his longtime rival Kevin Owens. You know, Dolph Ziggler will be lurking and will be watching this matchup tomorrow night live on SmackDown Live. Meanwhile, in the ring, our own Corey Graves.
Each and every week, our superstars face challenges inside the ring, but occasionally, there is no bigger challenge than the truth. The truth is exactly what our superstars will be forced to deliver when they sit in the electric chair. This is where you come in. The questions are provided by you, the WWE Universe, and no matter how controversial, no question is off limits. So if you wouldn't mind, please welcome my very first guest on the electric chair, the critic of the critics, Mr. Sami Zayn. Sammy, if you wouldn't mind, are you ready for the electric chair? We actually have our first question ready. Let's throw it out to Charlie Caruso.
Yeah, Corey, I think I just found the first member of the WWE Universe with a question for Sami Zayn. So, sir, I believe you said you had a question. Would you come out here?
Take your time, no hurry.
What's your name?
My name is Eric.
Eric, what's your question for Sami?
It's quite simple. When is your retirement date?
Let me answer your question with a question of my own. Are your father and mother related? I don't know, Kansas City, right?
Caleb Braxton.
You never know here. You never know.
Hey, Corey, I'm here with Izzy. All right, what's your question for Sami Zayn?
Do you miss the ginger snaps from Mixed Match Challenge?
Do I miss the ginger snap? So what is that? Are you asking me about Becky Lynch? Is it? Who are your parents? You've done a terrible job. I'm not joking. Don't laugh. It's disgusting. Your kid has no manners. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Sarah Schreiber.
But hang on a sec, hang on. Are you really asking me about Becky Lynch, or are you asking me about Seth Rollins? Huh?
Let's not get there first, Sammy. We've got Sarah Schreiber with a question up in the WWE.
Okay, excuse me, sir. Do you have a question for Sami Zayn? First off, what's your name?
Mike,
What's your question?
how does it feel when Braun Strowman destroys you?
Woo! Well, I'll tell you. What I'd rather do than answer that question is get out of this chair, come over that guardrail, walk right up to you and punch you in the face. Trust me, you don't scare me. The only reason I'm not gonna do it is because we're in America. Yeah, talk about toxic culture, right? We're in America, so if I did punch you in the face and obliterate you, you don't have the balls to fight back. You would just sue me and tie me up in litigation, because that's what Americans do. And let's face it, I won't do it, because if I did that, I'd be putting you into life-crippling debt, because let's face it, you're American, which means your health care probably sucks. You know, this is really disappointing. You could have asked me anything. You could ask me all the personal questions in the world. You could ask me about my love life. You could ask me if I'm a good kisser, which, by the way, I am. I'm a very tender lover.
Sammy, maybe this next person has a better question that's more suited to your taste. Charlie.
All right, we'll find out. Sir, what's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas, what's your question for Sammy?
Go on, Thomas. It's okay. I'm not going to punch you in the face like I might do to that idiot over there.
Why have you not won the Universal Champion yet, ever since you've been back?
Look, man, you guys really got to step it up. You could ask me anything. You ask me about these dumb questions about the Universal title. I could win the Universal title anytime I want. I'm not that interested right now. I'd much rather hold all of you accountable for your crap, quite frankly. You could ask me anything. You could have asked me about AEW.
Hey, Sammy, so, listen, I know you mentioned the Universal Champion. You mentioned Seth Rollins, who we've seen earlier tonight had sort of a bad night. Hypothetically speaking, you did have that match for the Universal Championship with Seth Rollins. How does that look? How does that go for us?
That didn't take long.
Whatever Sammy was going to say, it appears he will say it to Seth Rollins' face.
Thank God, if I'd hear Sami Zayn thrown on anymore. Could have left the building with Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley.
In the mood that Seth Rollins is in, Sami Zayn may feel like he's in the electric chair. Now Seth Rollins has had enough.
Only made it through one show.
We're going to have this match for what we understand Rollins and Zayn live next. And indeed, this impromptu matchup's going to happen. The Universal Champion Seth Rollins against Sami Zayn here, one-on-one. And what a big matchup for Sami Zayn if he could knock off the Universal Champion tonight.
Sami Zayn certainly wasn't coming out here expecting
Whoa, look who's still here. Mr. Money in the Bank, the Beast in the Bank, Brock Lesnar, who can cash in a contract anytime he wants on either Seth Rollins or the WWE Champion Kofi Kingston.
This just goes to show you how deep under the skin of Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar is. This is an ill-advised decision. I understand Seth's fired up. I understand Sami Zayn struck a nerve. But this is no time to be just coming up with matches on the fly if you're Seth Rollins. When you've got Brock Lesnar looming.
Well, it's been a night of frustration for Seth Rollins as well. A couple of times tonight he came out, he challenged Brock to catch in right here, right now. Let's get this over with. And Brock has blown him off. And Seth extremely frustrated about that.
I don't have Brock cashing in right now, but at least somebody's shutting Sami Zayn up.
And now Rollins,
I was rather enjoying Sami Zayn's interview with the electric chair. I think he just broke my chair. Does that mean I don't get my show?
The show got canceled, I'm pretty sure, but you could have vetted some better questions.
Seth Rollins now knocked out of a Sami Zayn. Here's the other thing about Seth. When he beat Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, he thought he was done with Lesnar, that he had slayed the beast, he didn't have to deal with him anymore. And now Lesnar has this contract, and the nightmare is again in front of Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins was hoping and praying that the beast was behind him. But once again, Lesnar rears his head and is now the biggest thorn in the side, a shadow over the Universal title reign of Seth Rollins.
Especially now that he's realized he has an entire year with that Money in the Bank contract.
The other thing is, Brock Lesnar can keep playing games, can keep getting under the skin of Seth Rollins, because what may happen, Seth may make a mistake, like in this match tonight, and put himself in a position where Brock can easily cash in.
Absolutely right. Well, you don't think a well-placed Haluva kick from Sami Zayn will turn Seth Rollins lights out and leave him vulnerable for Brock Lesnar to cash in? I mean, it could happen moments from now.
With Sami Zayn keeps running away.
Rollins knocking Sami Zayn down outside the ring. Seth Rollins fired up. He's the workhorse, in his words, of Monday Night Raw. So proud to be the Universal Champion. If he's still the champ a week from Friday at Super Showdown, he's going to have to take on Baron Corbin, who won a fatal four-way earlier tonight. Rollins. Aggressive physical Rollins here tonight.
Flying the fingers of Sami Zayn. Incredibly agonizing hold. Understandably infuriated. I think this is brave of Sami Zayn to stand up and fight impromptu like this. Sami wasn't expecting to compete tonight.
I really don't think he had a choice. The attempt was made by WWE to convince him to fight tonight. And Sami exploded out of the corner with a clothesline. And again, a frustrated Rollins made a mistake there, and it allowed Sami Zayn to take over.
Veteran Sami will capitalize on any openings provided to him, as Rollins is finding out firsthand right now the ruthless side of Sami Zayn.
Look out, Sami. Rollins with a dive, taking Zayn out.
One more.
And a second time.
He's down awkwardly on his knee.
Yeah, it looked like he hurt the knee when he came down. He hit real hard. And that cannot be good news if you're Rollins, especially with Lesnar here. Mr. Money in the Bank. Watch this again. Right there. And you saw the knee buckle. The left knee of Seth Rollins buckling. He went down hard.
Yeah, you just talked about it, Corey. We know that Seth Rollins has had issues in the past with his knees. He's going to be back to the champ.
Yeah, Rollins is hurting. Trying to get some feeling back in that left knee. Sami Zayn up on his shoulders. And that right there was a move that blew out a knee for Seth a number of years ago. Similar. Oh! We're going to have Sami gonna beat the champion right here. And Seth kicks out at 2 on the DDT.
Seth Rollins is in a bad way right now.
You heard the official check-in on the champion, and right here again, the knee buckling. That allowed Sami Zayn to take control, deliver a DDT that almost put Seth away.
That buckle bomb is something we've seen Seth Rollins do multiple times to opponents much larger than Sami Zayn. It just goes to show you the extent of the damage to Seth's knee, not even able to support Sami Zayn's weight.
The official checking on Rollins to see if he wants to continue in this match. No! I don't know if this is a wise move for Seth. Sami Zayn now attacking the injured knee of Rollins. And Sami Zayn feels like he may be closing in on a victory. Relentless now. But face first into the turnbuckle buys Seth some time.
Seth Rollins is desperate at this point. Muster up some sort of offense.
Oh, there's a kick.
Can Seth capitalize?
Seth is struggling right now.
On one leg.
Even to deliver that last super kick, Rollins was forced to post off his left leg.
Rollins able to nobody home, landed awkwardly again. Taking down Zayn on the bad knee. Wrapping Rollins up center of the ring.
Seth blocking it. Seth's attempting to block it. But then, the submission is in the figure 4 leg lock applied.
Middle of the ring already. The damage to the knee of Rollins. Sami Zayn with a figure 4. Looking to make the champion tap out.
This would do wonders for the career of Sami Zayn. To be the man that made the reigning Universal Champion submit.
The official asking Rollins, a very defiant Seth Rollins, saying, no way, I'm not tapping out. Somehow trying to fight through the pain.
Rollins needs to get over his pride. He needs to swallow his pride right now.
Oh, here we go, trying to reverse.
And you know Seth Rollins, Corey, you've known him almost your whole life. He's defiant. He's never going to give up. It's not in his DNA. Seth Rollins is the fighting champion, the workhorse of Monday Night Raw. And right now, Rollins has reversed the torque and Zayn makes it to the bottom rope to force a break.
Just the effort required to reverse the figure 4 leg lock required Seth Rollins to put a great deal of pressure on his already injured knee, in addition to the pain caused by the submission. The Beast Slayer is in trouble.
Deep, deep trouble.
Cannot be overstated right now.
And Sami Zayn again trying to go for the injured leg of Rollins. Rollins.
Oh!
Again, the pain.
Sami looking for perhaps a blue thunder bomb. Rollins fights his way out of it.
Oh, and a step up Enziguri.
Rollins giving everything he's got left in the tank right now.
There's the knee. Going for the knee. There's the knee. There's the blue thunder bomb to pin the champion by Zayn, and a kick out at 2.
How much more does Seth Rollins have left? Take another look at this. Rollins looking for the Revolution knee. But Zayn counters into the blue thunder bomb and nearly picked up a big-time W over the reigning Universal Champion.
Yeah, but you're learning tonight why Rollins is the Beast Slayer, why he's a survivor, why he's the proud Universal Champion. Digging down deep, the guts and hearts in Rollins. Really on one leg, now being slapped around by Sami Zayn.
But this is what's so frustrating for Seth Rollins. You're right, this is Seth's MO. There is no quit inside the Beast Slayer. He's been through hell and back and lived to talk about it. But he has never had the Money in the Bank contract hanging over his head as Universal Champion, held by Brock Lesnar.
And now he's in the ring with a world-class athlete, hell-bent on knocking off the champion, Sami Zayn.
I hate to say it, but he's almost well on his way to doing it, or was.
And Rollins on one knee, looking to pull off a huge victory here tonight on Zayn. Look at Seth Rollins, first on one leg, frog splash, but Sami, I believe, got the knees up and maybe
absolutely
the
right.
knee of Rollins.
The impact that Seth just hit on with his knee, that's got to do even more
Here's
damage.
the cover, hooks the bad knee. Near fall again, Sami almost had him.
Look at this, Seth Rollins on one leg, still achieving pretty impressive height. But this was just an ill-advised maneuver. Sami Zayn gets the knees up. That's going to be impact to the abdomen. But Seth Rollins' left knee also crashing down on standard impact from delivering a frog splash.
I appreciate the fight, Seth Rollins, but you got to worry about the rest of your career. I mean, doing damage like this to your joints.
Right hand from Zayn, and Rollins answers back.
Yeah, I think the trash talking by Sami is just firing up the champion. Both superstars exchanging blows, but Rollins may have the upper hand. Sami, though, grabbed the bad leg again. Taking Rollins down. Looking to step through this time, driven out of the ring. Oh! The stop by Rollins. But can he capitalize on the bad knee?
Rollins going to will himself back across the ring to cover Sami Zayn.
Sami suffering the effects of the stop. Rollins screaming, "This is my life." The Universal Champion.
Brock Lesnar is on Rollins' mind.
Rollins, another stop to Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins into the cover, hook of the leg on Zayn. What a gutsy win by Rollins tonight.
Here's your winner, the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins.
A gutsy win, yes, but at what cost? Right now, Seth Rollins is the wounded Universal Champion. Brock Lesnar still possesses the ability to cash in at will.
So as of now, we know a week from Friday, a WWE Super is Monday Night Raw. And here comes the Beast, or should I say, the Beast in the Bank.
This is an absurd vision. This is crazy.
What is absurd about this? This is incredible. Brock Lesnar shocked the entire WWE universe last night.
Man has apparently held this entire industry hostage for so long when he's Universal Champion. Now he holds the entire future in his hands with that Money in the Bank contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Heyman and the new Mr. Money in the Bank, Brock Lesnar!
Last night at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event, so many different things happened. So many things that changed the course of WWE. But the Beast delivered perhaps the biggest shocker in the history of this event. The opportunity of a lifetime.
The briefcase suspended above the ring.
Sami Zayn was supposed to be in this match tonight. Somebody beat him up in the back, sent him to a hospital. So 4 members of SmackDown, 3 from Monday Night Raw will battle to become Mr. Money in the Bank.
Every man for himself.
Oh my God, Sunset left to the ladder. And Ricochet launched right out of it. This place is a wreck. I mean, everybody's down. Except Ali. Ali has been fulfilling his fingertips away from heaven. What is Lesnar doing here? The Beast just dumped Ali. Brock Lesnar is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Been many moons since I've seen a smile that big on the face of the Beast incarnate. As if he weren't already, maybe the most dangerous man in all of WWE.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the Beast in the Bank because my money is in the Beast, the 2019 Mr. Money in the Bank. The purveyor of paranoia, Brock Lesnar! Now that, yes, I hear it. I hear the paranoia permeate
Brock Lesnar into the XL Center in Hollywood? How do you sneak Brock Lesnar into an arena? I mean, come on! That some way, somehow, Sami Zayn was lured, beaten up, hung upside down, and then somebody with the right political connections here in WWE made a very quick negotiation for Brock Lesnar to be the 8th contestant in the Money in the Bank men's ladder match. Ladies and gentlemen, with these conspiracy theories, you give us way too much credit. Why not just blame Brock Lesnar for the John F. Kennedy assassination by now? What, are you booing because you think you killed John F. Kennedy? Listen, this is how it goes. If I'm the WWE or the Universal Heavyweight Champion, I'm a paranoid man right now. Because when either Seth Rollins or Kofi Kingston appear at a WWE event, they are vulnerable to the greatest assassin in WWE history, who now literally has a contract on their championship reigns. Let's talk first about Seth Rollins. If I'm Seth Rollins, oh my God, everywhere I walk in a WWE arena, every time I come out on Monday Night Raw, anytime I come to your hometown, I appear on a major pay-per-view event, every single time Seth Rollins steps into an arena, he has to be paranoid that Brock Lesnar will strike at that time. And as my father, Tricky Dicky Dangerously from the Bronx, once taught me, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean the whole world's not against you. The good news for Seth Rollins, the whole world is not against you. The bad news, Brock Lesnar is against you. And I'd rather have the whole wide world and the WWE Universe against me than have Brock Lesnar against me when I have a Universal title to defend and a contract that guarantees you having to defend that title any damn time Brock Lesnar demands that you do.
Hang on just a second.
Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion, fresh off a victory over AJ Styles last night, but put yourself in Seth Rollins' shoes for a moment. He finally climbed the mountain. He finally slayed the beast, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and now the nightmare is back again for the champion.
Seth Rollins vowed to free the WWE Universe from the nightmare of Brock Lesnar as Universal Champion. Rollins accomplished that. But the task hasn't gotten any easier. Seth vowed to be a fighting champion, and he's standing up to his word tonight.
Look, I should be in a great mood. I should be ecstatic. Last night, I was in the fight of my life against the phenomenal AJ Styles, and I won. But I am not in a good mood because I've got to come out here and I've got to see this. Brock Lesnar with the Money in the Bank contract. Look, let me just cut to the chase. I'm out here trying to be a champion that inspires people. I'm out here trying to be a champion that you never had the guts to be. But I can't do that while you're hanging that contract over my head. So this is what I propose. I beat you at WrestleMania. And I'm damn sure I can beat you again, but I don't want to wait around to find out. So how about you be a man? You cash that thing in tonight, and it's you versus me for this right now.
Wait, you gotta play Brock Lesnar here. Oh, stop! Don't encourage him, please! I understand that you're sitting here feeling like the sword of Damocles is over your head. But this is Brock Lesnar's game of anticipation. Which means you have to wait until Brock feels like cashing in the money in the bank contract. You should be used to waiting, Seth Rollins. It's like waiting around 7 hours at WrestleMania for your girlfriend to main event the show that you dreamt of main event since you were... Hey, wait a minute! Who said he's worthy? Who said you're even worthy of stepping into the ring again with Brock Lesnar? How do you know Brock Lesnar is going to cash in the Money in the Bank contract against you? Maybe Brock Lesnar wants a new challenge. Maybe it's a new day. Yes, it is. For Brock Lesnar, maybe we're envisioning Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston. Ever think of that one, Seth? That's a new day. Yes,
The wild card rule in effect.
And Corey, this is one of the interesting things about this wild card rule stipulation that was put in place a couple of weeks ago where 4 members of SmackDown can come to Raw or 4 members of Raw can go to SmackDown. What that means is your Money in the Bank contract holder, Brock Lesnar, now has the opportunity to cash in on either the Raw Universal Champion Seth Rollins or the SmackDown WWE Champion Kofi Kingston. It threw everything into disarray.
Wild card! Now, Seth, look, man, I don't mean to come out here and steal your thunder, okay? But I'm trying to establish my legacy as WWE Champion. And when it's all said and done, when it's all over, I want to be remembered as one of the best WWE Champions of all time. And I can't do that unless I beat the best night in and night out every single time, defending this championship against the best. So Brock, congratulations on becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. But if you're gonna cash in that contract here tonight, I'm gonna need you to cash it in on me.
You know what I just realized? Look at this. The Universal Heavyweight Champion, the WWE Heavyweight Champion, and you're both auditioning to have a
main event match for your title against the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the box office, Brock Lesnar. Mr. Money in the Bank didn't have to come to you. You came to Brock Lesnar. Now, I have inside word tonight that the two of you are not done for the evening. And since the two of you will most likely be out here later tonight, Brock Lesnar and the contract ain't going anywhere. In other words, gentlemen, as they used to say in the TV commercials, stay tuned. The beast is yet to come. Lesnar changes the complexion of things here tonight. We don't know what capacity Seth and Kofi are going to be in action, but Brock Lesnar's going to be lurking about. Both Kofi and Seth will know that Brock Lesnar, with the Money in the Bank contract, will be lurking, ready to strike at his will. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we promise an historic evening. There's the Hall of Famer, Mick Foley, who will unveil a brand new WWE title here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw.
They're making me take on Braun Strowman tonight. After what happened to me last night, where I was beaten down, I was hung upside down, I missed my chance. Bobby, listen, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, okay? I do. But I also know that you've got a match with Braun Strowman coming. Now, what I'm offering you tonight is an opportunity to soften them up a little bit, okay? And yeah, you'd be helping me out. Really, I'm helping you. Help me help you by helping me out tonight.
Help me?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna help you. But you know what? Let's go soften up a little bit for me. Good luck out there, champ. You got this.
Good luck, Sammy. Sammy looks like he's walking to the gallows.
I never think you've seen it go. Things aren't looking good for old Sammy Zayn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Now, Sami Zayn suffered a rib injury among other issues last night, but he was taken to the hospital after being assaulted before the Money in the Bank contract ladder match.
And how and on what planet is it fair that in an injured state, Sami Zayn is forced to compete against Braun Strowman tonight?
Hey, this is his business. Gotta show up.
Well, there is the monster among men, and that is who Sami Zayn has to face tonight. Remember, Zayn cost Braun Strowman an opportunity to defend his Money in the Bank contract title. Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman live next.
I appreciate what you're doing out there, but I don't know if you know what you get yourself into.
I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, man. What I just said, cementing my legacy, man.
Okay.
What was he talking about us not being
I don't know. Hey, here's what you gotta ask. What's Heyman talking about us not being done for the night?
Look, I was gonna tell you guys, but you ran out there before I could get to you. Two of you, impressive last night. So you're gonna team up tonight. Tonight's main event. It's Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin.
So Seth and Kofi going to be a team against Corbin and Lashley and Brock Lesnar with a Money in the Bank contract still lurking here live on Raw.
They better find an exit from this building real quick.
And his opponent, weighing in at 385 pounds,
Showdown live on the WWE Network. It'll be equivalent to or exceed WrestleMania, where Braun Strowman goes one-on-one with Bobby Lashley. I want to bring it back to what Renee seems to be endorsing, the fact that Sami Zayn, after taking a beating last night, is being forced to compete with a rib injury. This is disgusting. This is disturbing. This is the kind of hypocrisy Sami has been preaching about.
This is what I'm endorsing. I'm endorsing Sami Zayn getting mad and he doesn't stand a chance.
Well, let's talk about why Braun's upset. Last week, Sami Zayn, with the help of a Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin, beat Braun Strowman in a Falls Count Anywhere match, costing Braun Strowman an opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match last night. As Strowman has now chased Sami Zayn somewhere, I believe after the locker room area. That's why Braun Strowman's upset, because of what happened last week. Then Braun was accused of attacking Sami Zayn last night and taking Sami out of the Money in the Bank contract ladder match before Strowman was kicked out of the building.
Oh! Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, calling it Super Showdown.
Oh, God! Oh, God! And Sami Zayn's trying to ambush Strowman, and he's going to pay for it.
The right idea, but not enough to finish the job.
Bobby, do something!
I'll deal with you later.
Yeah, that'll be 2 weeks from Friday at Super Showdown. Meanwhile, Strowman now in pursuit of Sami Zayn.
Pleading with Lashley to give him some sort of assist.
Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Sami Zayn just trying to stay away from the monster among men. Oh, Good, Strowman just talking Zayn. Zayn trying to do everything he can to crawl away from Strowman.
This is funny to you, Cole? You're giggling. This is wrong. This is not okay.
Oh my God. Sami Zayn. And Sami trying to somehow fight out of this.
Point proven, Braun. Jeez.
And Braun carrying Sami's carcass back down to the ring. The so-called critic of the critics, Sami Zayn, in trouble as he drives Strowman into the steel post.
And he better capitalize on this little bit of space he's got with Braun Strowman.
He's trying to as he drives Strowman into the post on the other side of the ring.
What a gutsy competitor Sami Zayn is.
Went for a third post. Strowman, oh God, and just slinging Zayn into the barricade. Powerful and dangerous Braun Strowman. Look out. Oh, shoulder into the post yet again.
Strowman connected, full speed ahead. The bell rings.
Oh my God.
It's official. It's a match now.
Oh, I'm not sure that's what Sami wanted. As Braun Strowman runs through Sami Zayn with a wicked clothesline.
Strowman out targeting the injured ribs of Sami.
Oh no. You guys know what's coming.
I hope Sami knows. Sami Zayn just flattened again by the monster among men.
Sami has no idea where he's at. And Braun Strowman now with Sami up on his shoulders, running power slam. Braun Strowman takes care of Zayn. Here's your winner, Braun Strowman. Now Braun Strowman turns his attention to Bobby Lashley at WWE Super Showdown 2 weeks from Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, an exclusive interview right here on Monday Night Raw. Please welcome my guest, Lars Sullivan.
Charlie, I'm not sure I'd be smiling because one of the most destructive forces in the history of WWE is marching to the ring for his very first interview here on Monday Night Raw.
What a departure from Max and Stephen A. This is the freak, Lars Sullivan, who has destroyed everything and everyone in his path.
Judging by the look on his face, he's enjoyed every second of it. What about what the Freak did to the Lucha House Party last night as they were getting ready for a 6-man tag team match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event, destroying those 3 men.
The match never even took place. Lars Sullivan single-handedly incapacitated the Lucha House Party.
Lars, thank you so much for your time tonight. You know, your path of destruction really has been unparalleled in WWE, so let's take a look at the damage you've inflicted.
Frightening, ferocious, the Freak, Lars Sullivan. Destruction in his wake will continue to grow. There's no stopping the Freak.
You know, after seeing all of that destruction, I have to ask, what are your goals here in WWE?
The Lucha House Party is back! Kalisto, Lince Dorado, Glenn Metalik.
This is ridiculous. What are they thinking?
I think they're thinking retribution.
Yeah, good plan, boys.
For what Lars Sullivan did to them last night at Money in the Bank. And the Lucha House Party believes that they perhaps have Lars Sullivan right where they want him, surrounding the Freak in the ring. Kalisto catches Sullivan with a knee.
Lince Dorado, Glenn Metalik, flying double drop kick.
And look at Sullivan may be rocked after that double drop kick. And Sullivan trying to fight his way out of this. Kalisto now, a missile drop kick of his own.
Sullivan is still on his feet.
And now 3-man drop Sullivan out of the ring. The Lucha House Party holding their ring here tonight.
Respect to the Lucha House Party.
And the Freak cannot believe what has happened.
I wouldn't get ahead of myself.
Kalisto should have stopped on his head. Slammed skull first into the apron.
Lince and Metalik still bringing the fight, but for what avail?
Sullivan exploding out of that 2-on-1 situation and now just running through Lince Dorado.
Lars Sullivan moved the entire barricade with his body.
300 pounds. Walking destruction.
Now just growling at the Lucha House Party. I don't believe the Freak is done yet. Dorado trying to fight with everything he has. But
come on, Lince.
Lars Sullivan just plenty Dorado. A bone-crushing slam.
Not done.
Sullivan quickly cementing his reputation as a walking slaughterhouse.
And Metalik and Kalisto now trying to save their teammate.
Smartest thing they've done all night.
The Lucha House Party showing some fight here tonight against Lars Sullivan.
You're going to need more than just some fight to deal with the Freak. You might as well call it the National Guard. This guy is a legitimate threat to anyone and everyone in WWE. Take it very, very seriously.
Well, Lars Sullivan, of course, putting a stamp on Money in the Bank last night at pay-per-view event. He talked about around the world, including a match for the Universal Championship. For the first time ever in WWE, Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, considered to be the 2 best in-ring technicians in the world, will do battle, and it's for the Universal Championship.
superstars are going to be forced to raise their game. But this is about proving the undisputed best on Monday Night Raw. On the top rope! Up to the running Styles, stays in it! What is going to make Styles stay down? We're going to stop who? What is going to Styles crashed! Rollins takes out at 2! A look of disbelief in the face of AJ Styles! Both of these men have thrown just about everything they have at one another. Stop! Seth Rollins with an incredible victory. AJ Styles, a true pro, true respect between those two men. It was the first time ever in WWE that these two men, my God, the fan and me hopes it wasn't the last.
Now please welcome my guest. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ, last night you came this close to defeating Universal Champion Seth Rollins. After losing in a classic match, where does that leave you on Monday Night Raw?
Back to square one. I've got a lot of hard work ahead of me. That's okay, I like hard work. I like working hard for something. That's what I do. The truth is, I can beat Seth Rollins. It just wasn't last night. He was the better man. He beat me fair and square in the middle of the ring. I lost. And there's no shame in that. There's a reason why Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion.
The phenomenal AJ Styles. Man, you're not in here telling that tired story of, I didn't get him this time, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board, make it bigger, stronger, faster, and next time, I can do it. Man, spare us. Last night, you lost. AJ, you failed.
Yeah, I said that. But this coming from the guy who squandered his Money in the Bank contract while also getting fired as general manager, I don't know, it doesn't hold me weight.
You want to talk about the past, AJ? Well, 2 weeks ago, I pinned Seth Rollins on Raw. Something you didn't do last night. And that proves you didn't deserve to face Seth Rollins in the first place. Matter of fact, it was a slap in the face that you got that opportunity over me.
Just let me correct you. It wasn't a slap in the face that you didn't get that opportunity for the Universal Championship. But what is a slap in the face is this. Oh!
You'll pay for that one.
Roman Reigns dressed off a victory over Elias last night at Money in the Bank. Didn't take it long at all.
Here comes the money.
Here's a man who has been an issue for Roman Reigns as of late. The man who beat The Miz inside a steel cage last night or survived. Oh,
Michael Cole.
Shane McMahon won convincingly, beating The Miz for a second time on a major pay-per-view event.
Sure like those checks get cashed.
Roman Reigns using the wild card rule. The big dog in the yard, right? No, just remember that the yard is this big, especially compared to the best in the world. And I proved my point last night in a brutal steel cage match against The Miz, and I walked out with my hand held high in victory. And just for everyone's edification, I am now officially done with The Miz. Done. Which means that my focus is going somewhere else, and that focal point, Roman, is you. You see, I can't get out of my mind what you did to the chairman of our company, my father, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. My dad, again, is the WWE personified. He is a global treasure. And the fact that you cowardly struck him to the ground, I mean, Rome, I gotta ask you that question. What type of man hits another man's father like that in cowardly fashion? Roman, you disgust me.
I don't know about y'all, but I hate spoiled rich kids. You said a whole bunch of crap, but the only thing we heard is that you're done with The Miz. Perfect. I'm done with Elias. So that means my schedule is wide open.
No. You think you're done with Elias, but see, Elias isn't done with you. No, and Roman, one fluke victory doesn't prove anything.
Well, I don't see Elias here tonight, so if you have beef with me, I say we squash it right here in this ring tonight.
Wow. How brave of you, Roman, to stand there and issue a challenge, especially what the whole world saw last night when my body brutally went through that steel cage match. It was brutal. But you know what, Roman? Let's not leave it up to us. Let's leave it up to them. The best in the world, Shane McMahon, go one-on-one with the big dog Roman Reigns. upset about what happened last